Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You know, a lot of you might look at my channel, the new subscribers that have come and seen me in the last couple of months, and you're going to notice my name on YouTube, Tech Maxware. And you're going to look at my channel banner, and you're going to look at maybe some of my past videos that I still have public, and you're going to probably ask a question if you're paying attention. Why is a tech channel, or a channel that wanted to be a tech channel, making political videos? And I've kind of gone down answering this question before. I've talked about this at length in the past, and I'm going to just remind you quickly here. These are not normal times. And if you're new to this channel, that's because you've seen my recent videos talking about what we're dealing with right now. But the fact of the matter is, these are not normal times. And Rose is really wanting to get in on the action. So here's a little Rose shot. All right, sweetie, there you go. But, or I guess I should say, and so when I decided to devolve into politics, it wasn't really a big deal for me because my channel was quite small, right? And so it was something where, yeah, okay, it might be weird. I don't really want to rename my channel either, because I do maybe at some point want to go back into tech. But right now, I'm going into politics because I don't see a lot of channels or a lot of people just coming out and talking about this. It seems like we have this fear of talking about politics, like it's a innuendo. Or there's a line we're not supposed to cross. Ooh, that political line, and that and we can't talk about that, and that's become incredibly dangerous because, folks, we have people being shot on the streets, with ICE agents, and I mean, Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Those two names are now just unanimously known as people that stood up to fight, and they lost their lives for it. And that only infuriates me, as it should anyone, to make more and more content about this kind of stuff, coming out and calling this Trump regime what it is: fascism. Fascism. And I'm making this video right now to remind you all of what my channel has become and what it will be probably moving forward for, I don't know, for the good foreseeable future. Because I truly believe that message needs to be sent. And you know what? I'm proud right now to know that I am no longer the only tech channel doing this. Technology Connections, and I'm going to play a clip of this from my second phone here, because I don't really want to edit all this crap in. And to be honest with you, I want you to go and support this man's channel. I've been watching this guy for years. Again, I am still very active in the tech scene, but something that has continued to disturb me is that so few channels, honestly, this is the first one I've seen in my realm here, who actually, because of course I'm subscribed to legal channels and all kinds of things, but in the tech sphere, almost nobody is talking about politics. They just try to remain completely outside of it. And I gotta be honest with you, if your channel, I don't care how far away you want to stay from this, if you are refusing to talk about this, I almost gotta say you're in on it. I don't like to put that on you, because I know you really are just trying to generally stay in your lane. You really want to just, I get it, man. But here's the problem: is we are so far past that. We need to. You can go back to doing your stuff and just talking about the things that are important to you when we get through this shit. But right now, we are going to lose our country, and I'm not even fucking kidding about that. And I'm so happy. And if you've not watched this video, or if you've not, or I should say, if you've never heard of Technology Connections and you're all interested, this video starts out at being about, showing us why gasoline is stupid compared to electric sources. And I won't even go into that, because honestly, please watch his video. It's an insanely good video. It was already a good video before he went into politics, but I just want to play a clip of this here, and hopefully the audio checks out. I'm hoping this is going to be worth it. I'm hoping the mic will pick it up, because it's just talking, so hopefully it won't just cut it out. But I'll provide a link to this video too, and I implore you to go and watch it and support this channel, because he's doing exactly what I've been saying we all should be doing right now. And that's what I will continue to do on this channel. So here we go.
But the truth is, and here are some true facts I'd like you to know. And now we are getting into partisan politics. Go ahead and click away if you don't want to hear any of this. But did you know that President Jimmy Carter put solar panels on the White House? No, they were not photovoltaic panels, though those did exist at the time. They were instead solar water heating panels. Those are still common today in sunny climates. They're effectively just boxes with black pipes zigging and zagging back and forth, and solar radiation heats the water inside the pipes for free and without using any electricity or fuel. Carter did this to promote the idea of alternative sources of energy, something that was very much on our mind during the energy crisis of the 1970s. And then, in 1986, President Ronald Reagan took them down. Supposedly, the White House was getting its roof resurfaced, so they were taken off, which is understandable. But what's less understandable is that he never bothered to put them back. Now, President Carter was a Democrat, and President Reagan was a Republican. And in the years since, there has been a repeating pattern where Democratic administrations attempt to usher in new energy technologies to free us from endless extraction, and then Republican administrations swiftly undo that. We just went through this when President Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, a weirdly named piece of legislation which included a lot of...
I'm going to skip a little bit through this because it's a very long segment, but I'm going to skip to some of the juicy parts.
...armed troops among us, for protecting them by a mock trial from punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states, for cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us in many cases of the benefit of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses. Those words were written about King George, but they might as well describe Donald Trump. We fought the Revolutionary War to be free of tyrannical kings, but it looks like we're under tyranny again, inflicted on ourselves. You may have been one of those people who likes to stay out of politics, but politics eventually comes for everyone. Here we are.
I'm going to stop right there because that is probably the best point in this video. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether or not you genuinely care about Democrats, Republicans, politics, Congress, the U.S. system in general. I don't care what your interest level is in this. We are beyond. I'm interested in politics and I'm not. You're about to lose your rights. And believe me when I say, with what we're seeing right now in Minneapolis, what we're seeing right now across this country, you're about to lose your rights to give a shit about what you want to give a shit about. You're about to lose all of your rights in this country. And if you think you're prepared out there on your farm, you think you're prepared out there to deal with this shit, no, it's not. It's coming for you. We are all going to have to fucking deal with this if we don't put a stop to it. I will continue making videos about this, and I will continue focusing on this because that's where my channel has gone. Because I will continue to speak out about this, and I will continue to sacrifice, honestly, my channel for this because I think it's the right goddamn thing to do. Because just like Technology Connections, and I forget his real name, which I've again watched his channel for years, and I'm so fucking proud of him for coming out and saying this. I can't even begin to tell you. I feel that it's important to give a shit about other people around me. And I realize that not all of us agree with this stuff. And and you're going to go back and watch his video and you're going to probably disagree with a lot of his points. But you know what? I guarantee you that video covered a talking point about wind and solar that you probably have against it. And he has a very good explanation as to why, yeah, you're probably wrong with that talking point. And it's probably been sold to you by some fucking propagandist who's being bought and paid for by a major corporation that doesn't want to see progress because it'll hurt their fucking pocketbooks or whatever the hell you want to call it. Their finances. Politics is coming for all of us. Whether or not you want to fucking deal with it now or deal with it when it gets way worse later. The choice is yours. But just like Technology Connections, I will be voting for Democrats in the midterms. whether or not someone holds a fucking gun to my head. They can blow my brains out all they want. But all that does is set an example about who they fucking are. And if the majority of us are voting for Democrats, and I mean the good majority, like 80, 90% of Americans, because we want to stand up to this tyranny, there is not a goddamn thing that Donald Trump can do to rig these elections. Not a goddamn thing. If the numbers are that stacked against you, he can gerrymander and fuck with districts and fuck with voter counts all he goddamn wants. If that many people turn out to vote, it's pretty goddamn hard to hide the frickin' results. And that's what I've been trying to tell you all for all this time. So I'm sick and tired of hearing, like I'll say it again, both sides are not the same. The Democrats in Congress right now, yes. We've had some fucking problems with them, and these fuckers need to probably be replaced by someone a bit younger and a bit more on it. I agree. But that being said, compared to the Republicans have just been full-on fascist, and they've been doing it now for years. All the shit talking points that we've been hearing for, now decades, have been leading up to where we are now. That's why I've never really officially supported Republicans, and I will just never at this point. I think the Republican Party it's in its final form. We are seeing exactly what we should have been seeing. We're seeing exactly what this Republican Party has always tried to be. And if we let this continue, if we act like we don't care, guys, it doesn't just smooth over, okay? This is not like the first 4 years between 2017 and 2021, okay? 2020, whatever you want to go. This is not that. The last 4 years while Biden's been in power, the Republicans have been working very hard, not just the Republicans, but Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the billionaire class have been working incredibly hard to finalize a strategic motive on how to convert this country into something that is even fucking worse than Russia. Far worse than Russia. And it will not end well for any of us if we allow that to happen. We've already seen incredibly horrible atrocities, and I'm here to tell you that's nothing that compared to what's going to happen if you don't put a stop to this. Thank you so much, Technology Connections, throwing shit, for making that video. I really, really appreciate that, and many of us appreciate that, and more popular channels. Because see, I'm a tiny channel. I'm trying to grow, but of course, I'm not nearly as popular. This video has currently 1.2 million views, and it's only 1 day old. I couldn't dream of getting that many views on my videos right now. Maybe someday, but not right now. And that's my point, is more of these large channels, and I doubt any of them will ever watch this video, but any audience that will probably will watch this video of those large channels, please push them into talking about this. Because they might if you actually comment on their videos. And if more and more people talk about this, if more and more people are frustrated and upset, it does make it to Washington. People do see that, holy shit, the country's really not happy. More and more people are speaking up. We've never seen people speak up like this before. This is different. It's not the same. They'll notice that. It's just like if you called them and called them directly. They notice this. Because they want to they need to read the room so they can stay in power. And right now, you know what's fucking weird? Is you all are blaming Democrats not doing very much. But you know what? So many of you are acting like you don't care. So when Democrats read the room, what they're seeing is, nobody gives a shit. Everybody keeps saying both sides are bad and that we don't have to worry about nothing here. Whatever. It's all bad anyway. We've given up. Well, then Democrats just, what are they going to, they're going to, okay, fuck, I'm just going to run the clock out then. Because if Americans don't care, why should I give a shit? And they're not wrong, are they? So start giving a shit. And start speaking out about this. And by the way, this is a $100 clip-on mic, okay? I actually bought this mic from my monetization. I've made just over $100 now. I took that money, I turned around and bought a mic for my fucking channel. For you guys to be able to hear me better. These videos cost me almost nothing to make. Just a little bit of time. And I purposely do not edit them because I want them to be easy to make and upload and do. And I'm sure that's going to hinder me in a lot of ways. I don't care. The point is getting the message out. And I gotta be honest. I mean, it's not hard to do. For some reason, we're literally being brainwashed by these idiots, these Republican fucking idiots. America has. I've never been. Honestly, I gotta tout myself up. I've never been brainwashed by these idiots. I've always seen. I've been watching the Trump shit since 2016. I mean, like, holy shit, I can't believe that shit happened. I remember my friend saying he's going to get elected back in 2015. And I didn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way. This guy's too fucking stupid. Guys, why are you letting yourselves get brainwashed like that? There are comments in some of my videos where people are like, wow, you got a lot of company. They're acting like I'm the crazy one. You literally are supporting someone who is taking away all your rights, and you're having to twist yourself into a fucking pretzel. MAGA has gone so far. They have blown our fucking feeds up online for decades now. Saying, of course, before it was MAGA, it was the Republican Party, I guess just by itself, we can't have gun control. Gun control's bad. More guns, 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 guns. And now all of a sudden, when it fucking benefits you, at the final hour, you're no longer for the Second Amendment. Who's the fucking crazy one now? I can literally probably pull up gigabytes of old text between me and other fuckers arguing online about the Second Amendment, where I didn't support it as much because I'm like, well, we need to have our rights to this shit, but we also need to have protections put in place. And then all these fuckers would come on me, making me look like a complete fucking horrible person, or trying to anyway, because I wasn't a pure blood gun supporter. And now I have to be the one to tell you that that man, Alex Preddy, had the right to hold that gun, had the right to have that gun that day. And he's being prosecuted for that. Or no, well, I mean, he's dead, unfortunately. But he's being acted like he was they're making it out like he was the criminal there that day. Because he had a gun on him. MAGA. You're fucking insane. You are disgraceful. You're fucking insane. And the majority of us are pissed. And there's a lot of people, look at the overwhelming majority of comments on my channel that are very supportive of my message and on Technology Connections video. You guys are in trouble, MAGA. And let me tell you something. We will hold you fuckers accountable for the shit when we get back in power. And when I say us, I'm not talking about the left. I'm talking about America. You can be a conservative. You can be a gunslinger. You're still on my side right now. If you watched what happened to Alex Preddy and you are saying, why are they, or you're questioning, wait, why are they trying to say he couldn't have a gun that day? Congratulations, you're on our side. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. So I'm just thrilled that we have more people speaking about this. I'm so happy that Technology Connections made that video, and I implore you guys to go watch his entire video. I'm not going to show it all because honestly I don't want to. I was making him an example. But please go watch his video. I'll leave a link to it in the description, and please subscribe to his channel. He needs no introduction from me. But I don't care. I think what he did was fucking bold. He is one of the only ones I have seen that is doing it, a large channel like him. We need more large channels like him to do the right thing. Technology Connections is an example of what everybody should be fucking doing right now. And I, for one, will continue doing this content for you all. And I will, for one, be a voice for you. And if anybody needs help getting their channel started, if you are a nobody with maybe like literally 2 subscribers in your channel, you let me know how I can help you get that fucking thing started for you. Because we need every single voice we can goddamn get. With that being said, have a good day, have a good night, and then I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.